Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about how we can install Minikube that will help to learn Kubernetes, okay, in your VM. So that we are going to install on the Ubuntu system basically. So just search this on the Google and you will get this first link, click on it, and this is the official documentation which you can read also if you want to just learn about the Minikube. So basically here you can see Minikube is a local Kubernetes focused on making it easy to learn and develop for Kubernetes. And here you can see the Docker is the requirement. All you need is Docker, container or a virtual machine environment, and Kubernetes single command. Okay, away. That is Minikube start is the one command that we are going to use to just start the Kubernetes cluster. So basically the prior thing is you in your system like Docker should be installed already. Then only you can use it. So we have already a video on this, so you can just watch it to install Docker. And what are the requirement is that you can see 2 CPUs or more is the need, then 20 GB of free memory, sorry, 2 GB, and 20 GB of disk space is required, internet connection and all. Okay, fine. So click on the button. So we are going to install for the Linux and architecture will be the same 64. Released a stable binary download. So basically what you have to do, you have to just copy this command, okay? And you can check your architecture using this command lscpu. And here you will see the architecture. You can see CPU, you can see how many CPUs you have. So already I have two only. Okay, then RAM you can see if you want to, then free-GA. So I'm using a RAM of around 2.9 GB. Okay, and then space also you can see. So I have a space of around 98 GB. Okay, so this is my like means my infra. Okay, so for your specifications, you can check in the same way. So now what we are going to do, we are going to just use this command, okay, and we'll be running this one. So it will install on binary. I guess it will not install, it will download. So we'll just wait for it, and it's okay. What is the size? I guess okay, 133 MB is the total size. So 50 we have completed. Okay, next we'll see what we have to do. So we have to just run this command, that is sudo install, and this will be the file, I guess, download. This command will download curl. Okay, then we have to start the cluster. Okay, fine. We are going to complete 92, 95. Okay, just wait. Okay, now it's done. Now we do ls here. So you can see this Minikube Linux AMD 64. Now use this command. Okay, now okay, it got executed. Now we will just use this Minikube start. We'll see what is happening, whether it gets started or not. Okay, it's now downloading some Kubernetes. Okay, so let's wait for it. It's around 488 MB. Okay, then what we have, we can interact with the okay cluster. If you already have kubectl installed, see documentation, you can now use it to access your shiny new cluster. Okay, so this Minikube will basically create a cluster, but we should have the kubectl also. Otherwise you can use this Minikube kubectl command as well, and you can create an alias also. That's also a nice thing. Okay, so if you don't have kubectl installed, we can we'll be using the same way. Otherwise, we need to install kubectl first. So here is the documentation to install kubectl on Linux. Okay, that is also basically a curl command only. Okay, so curl is this. Okay, fine. We'll do the same command. We'll see how it works. Okay, so here it's doing. So I will just pause the video and I will back once it gets completed. Okay, it's done. So next we are going to use this command. So we'll just try this one. If it works, then it means our Minikube is running fine. Okay, it's doing something. What is the command actually here? Okay, it will just download the version of the kubectl. Okay, then no need to use this one. Okay, that's fine. Then if you or directly anything is coming, kubectl -hyphen version, we'll just check. Okay, it's not. Then we will just do this one, and kubectl -f version now will do. And okay, -help first. Then what is the kubectl version? Okay. So, okay, kubectl, we can see the client and all everything. Okay, now if you do the Docker images, so you will see like these are the images has been downloaded by the Minikube. Okay, so now we have the kubectl running. So you can just create the YAML file and you can create your pods or the deployment, anything which you want to do. But one thing you need to just do if you have installed in the same way, then in that case you can simply open up your batch profile for your user. So do ls hyphen all or batch profile, or you can do bash rc also. Let's go at the last and don't go, leave it. We'll do in this way. That will be easy for you also. Mm, cat. Okay, wait. So we are going to do cat and then double quotes. We are going to append in the bash rc. And something happened. Instead of cat we have to just do echo. I am doing cat. So let's do bash rc. What is happening? Something mistake is there. Okay, this is the okay. Now if you do cat dot bash rc, at last you will see this one. So in this case what will happen? You can use kubectl in your okay, that's what I thought it will happen. So we don't have to do like this. So we have to open then vi.bash rc. Not we will install vim also, as I am use vim editor, but here it's not. That's why. So we'll just do sudo apt install vim. Okay. So yes, you can also install the vim. It's quite a good editor for the Linux, better than nano I feel. Okay. So I'll just wait. Okay, that's done. Now we can just open the bash archi. Do shift G to go at the bottom and press I to go into the insert mode, and just give this one double quotes, save the file, open up a new terminal. Okay, now kubectl will work here. Okay, now it's working fine. So in this way you can just install the Minikube and use it for the Kubernetes. Okay. So you can even deploy applications. So you can just do kubectl create deploy fun image like this you can use. So if you do this one and if you do something kubectl get pods, maybe kubectl get pods. Okay, so now the pod is there, but it's now running. Okay, you can even see the logs and all if you want. Like this you can see echo server listening on port 8080. So this is the way, in this way you can just install the Minikube for your Ubuntu system. So that's it guys for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.